Russia has lost an important asset. The Beriev A-60 is no ordinary transport plane. Converted from an IL-76MD airlifter during the Soviet era, it served as a flying laboratory. Only two such aircraft were ever built. And by 2025, the second A-60, tail number RA-86879, appeared to be Russia's only operational airborne laser test platform. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why loss of A-60 laser testbed is significant setback for Russia. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The A-60 was more than just an experimental curiosity. Designed initially in the 1970s and first flown in 1981, the platform underwent multiple modifications to house a megawatt-class carbon dioxide laser, along with massive turbo generators to power the system. Its mission was to test beam propagation through the atmosphere, validate targeting and tracking accuracy, and, potentially, explore weaponization concepts including anti-satellite or counter-aerial applications. For decades, the A-60 program lay dormant or highly discreet. But in recent years, amidst renewed Russian interest in directed energy weapons, the aircraft reportedly returned to Taganrog, a major facility for military aviation modifications and testing. This revival suggested A-60 still held strategic value for Russia's long-term ambitions in new generation weaponry. On the night of November 24th to 25th, a strike by Ukrainian forces reportedly hit the Taganrog South Airfield. The airfield is located on the eastern coast of the Sea of Azov in Russia's Rostov Oblast. It sits just south of the city of Taganrog, approximately 40 kilometers, 25 miles, from the Ukrainian border, making it one of the closest major Russian aviation industrial hubs to Ukrainian territory. This places the airfield near the narrow neck of land between the Taganrog Bay and the Greater Sea of Azov, an area that has long served as a strategic industrial zone for Russia. The attack appears to have destroyed the rare A-60 while also damaging other high-value aircraft testbeds. Satellite imagery and eyewitness footage confirm that at least two aircraft were destroyed on the ramp, one matching the distinctive silhouette of the A-60, identifiable by its characteristic hump and modified fuselage. Reports from multiple sources, including Ukrainian military communications and OSINT imagery analysts, describe a fireball, burning aircraft, and destroyed hangars at the site. The strike reportedly damaged or destroyed parts of that infrastructure as well as another aircraft, likely an A-100LL AWACS testbed. The destruction is being widely characterized as one of the most consequential deep strike blows Russia has suffered in the war to date. Ukraine's first center of unmanned systems reportedly conducted the long-range strike using jet-powered drones and R-360 Neptune cruise missiles, but this is not verified. Viewers may note that Ukrainian forces have several drones that can reach that location, and Neptune missile, which was used to sink Russian Black Sea Fleet's flagship Moskva, has a range of nearly 200 miles or 320 kilometers. The A-60 was the only airborne platform in Russia's inventory dedicated to testing laser weapons, a precious resource in any future conflict involving anti-air, anti-satellite, or counter-UAV capabilities. The system once demonstrated its potential. In 1984, during a test at 10,000 meters altitude, it successfully damaged a high-altitude research balloon, proving the viability of airborne directed energy weapons under realistic atmospheric conditions. This proves that the A-60 wasn't just a theoretical project. It offered a proven baseline for reviving and modernizing laser weapon systems, a capability that could have given Russia asymmetric advantages in future high-tech conflicts. The loss of the A-60 sets Russia's on-airborne laser weapons efforts back significantly. Without an active airborne testbed, ongoing development of directed energy systems, especially those intended for aircraft, anti-satellite, or strategic use applications, now lack a critical platform for validation. With only 2 prototypes ever built, the A-60 represented institutional memory, technical engineering work, and a moving testbed. Its destruction means more than the loss of hardware. It destroys years of expertise, configuration data, and experimental setups. Reviving such a platform would likely require fresh design and multi-year effort, a costly and uncertain endeavor. Taganrog, the aircraft's base, also housed the broader research and development infrastructure, flight testing, maintenance workshops, and support for other specialized airframes. Russia's war in Ukraine has been far more difficult and costly than many in Moscow initially anticipated. When the invasion began in February 2022, the Kremlin expected a quick campaign, assuming Ukrainian resistance would collapse within days and the West would respond with limited sanctions. Instead, the conflict transformed into a prolonged, high-intensity war that has exposed deep structural weaknesses in Russia's military, logistics, technology base, and strategic planning. This is not the first time Russia has lost an important asset like this. Several of the precious Beriev A-50, Soviet-era airborne early warning and control, AEW and C aircraft, based on the Ilyushin IL-76 transport, have been damaged since the Ukraine conflict started. These are high-value platforms since the radar in the specialized aircraft has a detection range of 650 kilometers or 400 miles for aerial targets, 300 kilometers or 190 miles for ground targets, and could track surface ships in the open ocean at a distance of 400 kilometers or 250 miles. The A-60's destruction comes at a time when the Russia-Ukrainian conflict is entering a critical phase, with both sides throwing everything at each other. Ukraine's strike showcased the increasing effectiveness of its drone and missile arsenal. Ukraine's ability to target Taganrog and inflict significant damage undermines the sense of sanctuary for Russian aviation. It demonstrates that even high-value assets are not well protected. The strike is a wake-up call for Russian military leadership.